All right, this is colony number 7, and it's an Italian. It was a nuke that I purchased from Bee Wise. I think his name is Travis Wise. They've been good bees, but man, this one here, last year, I went ahead and just let it requeen itself. They had swarm cells, so I just made a split, and this is a daughter of one of those queens. But man, those Italians are crazy. Come out here earlier today and they were just bringing in loads of pollen. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and open them up, see what they look like, because I don't know if they're gonna have enough room or if they need room or what all's going on. They still have some of their sugar syrup left. Yeah, and it's not plugged, it's still open, so that's good. And I have a shim on here because I gave them a sugar brick, and looking at the lid here, there's a few bees in here. Looking for my queen. Do not see her. Let's set this down right here. And I gave them a full global pollen patty, and it was, I want to say it's a little over a week ago, and they've eaten almost every bit of it. So I didn't smoke them a whole lot. It's a good population of bees. I want to get in there and look, just kind of see what the brood looks like. I'm not gonna inspect a whole bunch of these colonies because I don't want to disturb them a whole lot, but we'll look and see what we got as far as brood goes in this one. Yeah, I forgot I taped this one down, so I guess I'll take this tape off. They got propolis on there by now, I'm sure, and then what I'll have to do is make sure I get this back on there like it was. Then it'll all be sealed up. Alright. Yep, they glued her down nice. So, man, from what I can look in here, I see several frames of bees. So I want to pop this, separate these two here. I want to look and see if I got any bird home started. Nope, no bird home started yet. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 frames of bees down here. About 6 frames of bees up top. So I think that looks pretty good as far as the bee concentration goes. So pull a couple frames out of here, take a look. But yeah, they're bringing in buckets of pollen, bags and bags of pollen on those girls are just going to town. I would say it's about it's 3:30ish right now, February the 9th, 2024. It's just a good looking group of bees there. Whole bunch of pollen. Whole bunch of pollen. From this other side here, a lot more pollen. Oh, make sure I don't miss the queen if she's on here. But yeah, you can see all this pollen right here. There's pollen there in the top. They're covering up most of it there. You can see the pollen here. A bunch of pollen. So that's good. Make sure the queen's not on here again. I do not see her. So I'm going to set this one down right here. Alright, we're going to take a gander at this one. More pollen on this frame. More pollen on this. Oh, this one's got brood in it too. It's got brood, eggs, and larvae. And there's some eggs and larvae at the top of this. So I'm going to say the majority of the brood nest is going to be on top. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look right here, you can see that brood right there, and it's kind of a circle. And that's the bottom of the brood nest. So you don't see any more there. That is the bottom of the brood nest. And there's some more. So the brood nest is actually above that. The majority of it is. That's good. These girls look really good. Whenever I put the pollen patty in for these girls, I didn't separate the top box from the bottom because it was just cold that day, kind of windy, and I didn't want to risk it. This one's really stuck. Oh my goodness. This one is stuck, man. It doesn't want to come out. Oh, I just smashed one. More pollen, a little bit of brood. Scanning for the queen real quick. There's more pollen. Alright, so we're going to have a gander in the top because these girls are starting to get a little restless and me messing with them. And it's some good looking bees. Give them some smoke that way. I won't smash any of them. I'll lift this up. Alright. Okay. There we go. I don't know why my smoker. I can open the lid and it keeps going, but if I take the lid off, or if I shut the lid, it doesn't like to stay lit. So those girls are pumping out some pheromones. I can smell it. So we're going to pop out this frame. Let's see what we got here. Got an ant or two in here, an ant or two. Unfinished comb right there. Alright. I'm gonna have to position this to where I can get more in the frame there. There we go. Pay no mind to my stack of boxes back there. Wax moths. Got into those, and I had a big oops. I was treating with some OAV and I left them closed up. Okay, not doing anything with this frame at all. So that's gonna be a re-wax job. Probably just replace that one with a new deal of foundation. Okay, this one's got some stores on it. Pollen. This one has some wacky comb on it. You can tell they kind of built it a little thick because there's nothing on the other side. So now, coming over here to this side, I think we're going to find our brood nest. Well, that thing's pretty much gone. I just moved it and it's pretty much gone. And there we are. Nice brood on this side. There's the queen right there. Right there. So anyway, she's making her way around, and here's this side for brood. I'm not going to tilt the frame too much because I don't want to drop her. Got my eye on her right now. So yeah, it's a nice little frame of brood. So is this one. So you can see, I'm going to put this frame back and grab this other one. I'm sure it's got some brood on it too. Because this frame and the other frame were right above each other. The other ones were below this, so that's the bottom of her brood nest. And yeah, we already had emerging bees on this one. But you can see how brood nest is like a ball shape. Ooh, we got some hive beetle larvae in there that they need to get rid of. Anyway, you can see how it arches at the top and the bottom is flat because it continues on in that other frame. Let me see, I'll show you this here. See those larvae? Hive beetle or wax moth, I think it's hive beetle. So I'm going to dispatch those. But I don't see any other hive beetles in here. Anywhere. It's kind of interesting. I don't know, but they are putting nectar in these cells right here in the center once that brood emerges. So maybe they're going to push her down in the bottom. So I'm going to take my hive tool and my thumb and smash those disgusting larvae, whatever they are, wax moth or hive beetle. Don't want them in there either way. I'm going to check this one other frame right here. And it's probably hive beetle larvae from this. Yep, that's what it is. They got up in here into this part of this pollen patty. That's what it is. That's what did it. See, right there. Right there. Smash them. So I'm going to take this off because I don't think they'll finish that off with it, with those being in there. And I don't want to chance it. So exactly what it was. A little moisture and condensation, and the bees couldn't patrol that area. And granted, I did give them a full one. And this here is full of brood too. This frame here has got larvae and eggs and a bunch of pollen in it. So these girls are doing pretty darn good. They're humming pretty loud though, probably because of the smoke. But anyway, I took the liberty of taking that pollen patty out of there because I don't want them to get hive beetles right now. Just think things are bad enough as it is. Alright, so this one here is good to go. I can make sure I get this one lined back up because it's got wax in the top. It's kind of like an alignment dowel. Alrighty. Well, that's that for this one. We're going to go look at this other one. Caucasian.